Good afternoon, Americans. This is your favorite alien and Bubba here on Wednesday, August 28th. Wow. Almost summer is almost over here. Anyway, this is a favorite alien answering a video from Patriot Nurse where she was talking about rights. So here we go. Dear Nursey, this is your favorite kindred spirit, favorite alien. Uh, I saw your video the other day on rights. Well, being an illegal alien from another planet, I can tell you that your way of talking reminds me of my ancestors. In my ancestral planet, they had the same point of view as you do. And it cost them dearly. Cost them their planet. So I'm trying to make you Terrence not make that stupid mistake. But, the way I look at it, uh, only Bubba understands, and I'm talking to people with deaf ears here. But anyway, rights, we had them. We called them absolutes. We had everything that you had. The right to free speech, which was the right to defame anybody. The right to bring accusations without any facts, and slander him on the press, slander him to his co-workers, stuff like that. And the right to bear arms. Oh, did they have that? It was even more fun in our time because we were more advanced than you guys were, Nursey. And you know how you like guns? What would you do to your preppers if you said, okay, we have to have phased weapons, and all you have to do is point it at somebody and disintegrate them? Well, that's what we had. We still have them where I come from. But my ancestors, uh, they had the laws similar to yours, but could you imagine instead of opening up fire and killing 31 people like you did in El Paso and Dayton here, but disintegrate maybe 100,000 with one shot? How would you like that? Rights are dangerous, Nursey. And your assumption that all men are created equal, all beings are created equal, is not the case. But they should have the guarantee to pursue their lives as best they can with what they have, and not to undermine them, and to help them to pursue their lives as much as you can. Some of them would prefer to be janitors, others want to be president, others want to be politicians, others want to be baseball players, or soap opera stars, or musicians, or singers, or newspaper reporters, or television reporters, judges, you see what I mean, even nurses. But that should be a guarantee that should be unto them. And the guarantee should be to leave every living thing to its own. That means just because you're on the earth doesn't mean you own the earth. That's something you guys don't understand. Our new planet, we only colonized 20% of it. We could have colonized the whole thing, like my ancestral planet. They colonized over 98% of their home planet. And the species that were there, as you call them, lower forms of life, but they may not have been, like in this case, some of your life forms here are higher forms of life, better than you. But you consider them savages and low forms, like the sharks and the dolphins and stuff. Well, that's why you have guarantees, and the guarantees are supposed to be binding. You should have a guarantee to assembly to a certain point, a guarantee to free speech to a certain point. No guarantee to weapons, but you should be able to handle a weapon, so you should be taught how to handle a weapon, just in case you have an emergency. And you should be prepared for your planet's violence, which the Earth is a very violent planet. More violent than my planet right now, and a lot more violent than my ancestral planet. Yet you guys are not responsible for that because you guys don't, you have the technology that you could offset some of the violence here. Like, you have the technology to create shields right now that would offset the hurricane, but you never pursued it. You called it plasma technology. I believe that's your word you use. Well, we developed all those technologies, but we use technology to help us, not technology, as you're using it here, to live your life. It assists us, yes, but we don't live a life of technology the way you do here. And this is why we couldn't assist you when the Mushka came and smothered you back in 2065. So, Nursey, this is just a peripheral view here. You see, you got so many problems that you can't even handle them, unfortunately. This is your kindred spirit, the favorite alien. I can offer you advice on how to change and your preppers to change their lives. Maybe I can help them. I took 300,000 of you here back in 2066, and you had a population of over 14 billion at one time back in 2030. But it all disappeared because of your neglect of your ecosystem, neglect of your social structure, neglect of everything. So like I said, this is your kindred spirit, favorite alien, and Bubba saying good day.